Hi 13-year-old Cassie, so you're doing this thing called DEARME that's happening on YouTube at the moment to help promote empower and promote self-body image in young females. And I don't know what I was saying in this video. And 21 turning 22-year-old Cassie decided to make a video to you letting you know some of the things I wish you knew. First thing I want to start off with is I'm proud of you. I'm proud of the person you were at 13, and I'm proud of the person you became at 15. I like 15 a little bit more, hate 15 a little bit more too. There are two things that I want you to always remember, and you're already pretty good at it, but fuck everyone, you are awesome. Just don't let the ones that are trying to peer pressure you into things you don't want to do, don't let them peer pressure you. They have no power over you. If you feel like someone is using and abusing you, cut them off. Don't associate with them. You don't need them in your life and you're a lot happier without them. Don't worry about sitting alone at lunch or what people would think of you if you sit alone at lunch. No one cared when you did sit alone at lunch, and eventually the people who upset you came crawling back to you because you're a good person and they learned they couldn't push you around. Even if you do end up sitting alone and people don't try to be your friend or come back to you, you don't need them. You're your own person. And you'll find people that share your interests and love you for who you are. You might not be married at this point, but you are walking around in just bras and pencil skirts. You've got like the whole hourglass thing going on, so it's great. Be yourself. Don't worry what other people are going to think of you, because they're not thinking about you. And you're so much happier when you're doing the things you want to do and you're not caring about what people want to do. Don't let friends that you're not going to be talking to in 2 years, let alone 5 years, talk you out of choir or make you feel bad for not hanging out with them in the morning before school. Why should you be hanging out in the morning with them before school? You don't get to school the same way they do. You're not missing out on anything. They make it feel like it's their own little club. It's not. And you know what? Who gives a fuck? You can have your own club. Fuck them. Just the thing I really want to stress is to you, 13-year-old Kassie, is that you do turn around in 2 years and tell people, if you don't like it, go fuck yourself. This is my music, I'm listening to it. If you don't want to hear it, don't sit with me. You turn around and you do that, and you know what? You find out who your friends are. You find out the people that cared about you that you didn't even think would care about you, and you find a better group of friends because you were yourself and you didn't worry about the other people because they didn't worry about you. Also, stand up to the people that are messing with you. Show them that you can't be belittled or made to feel less than of yourself because you don't. Turn around to them and say you don't care what they say about you because no one believes them. People will call you a lesbian as if it's a bad thing, and I'm proud of you for not caring. You had friends that treated it like the end of the world, if that was even a possibility. Well, you were like, I don't like girls, so what do I have to worry about? Even if I did, who cares? Because of that, it doesn't really get around. Like, occasionally it comes back up because people are like, why don't you date? Are you a lesbian? No, I just don't want to fuck you. Just remember that there are always going to be people that care about you. And even if it doesn't seem like it, you're there. You care about you. You in the future cares about you. Take care of the little brothers because they have a hard time in high school and primary school. This has a hard time in general. I know that soon you're not going to get along with your parents extremely well, but life happens. I just remembered something else that I'm really proud of you for. This turns out to be Kassie loves 13-year-old Kassie. You knew the difference between a crush and a relationship. You turned around one day when someone said, you can't like him because he has a girlfriend, and said, so what? Me liking him has no impact on him having a girlfriend whatsoever. And I'm really proud of you for that. I am proud. Ended up becoming yourself and listening to what you wanted to do. It took you a while to get there, and let's face it, you played with Barbies till you were 12, so it wasn't that hard to accomplish. But I'm proud that you stuck to your guns. You believed in yourself even when it felt like no one else did. You didn't give a fuck. That's my video to you, 13-year-old Kassie. I know you're going to be watching all of these, and if anyone else is watching it, just remember, even if it feels like no one else cares about you, just be vain, self-obsessed and narcissistic and care about your fucking self. Who cares what other people think? They're not the center of your universe, you're the center of your universe. be the best center of the universe that you want to be, because your life is about you. It's not about other people or what other people think about you, or people that you're not even going to talk to in 5 years think about you now. You're not going to get on in 4 years, you're not going to get on in 3 years, you're not going to get on now. So why care what they're going to say? Just be who you are and do what you want to do, because ultimately that is the meaning of happiness. And occasionally it gets lonely, but just fill it with imaginary things and you'll be fine. Get all the cats and you'll be fine. Aim to have as many cats as Anna Arcana. You don't know who she is because you're 13. And this is like, what, 2005? I hope you have a good time, and I'll see you in 8 years when I go to edit this video, because that's the same you that you were then and the same you now.